We're in heaven. I took you to heaven.
Is it too late to cancel? I'm kind of nervous. It's not too late. Checking. Blink twice if you want. Checking convictions, everyone. Wow.
Oh, keep it going. More and more.
Damn. I like you. Oh my gosh.
Wait, no, just wait a minute.
Oh my god. Whoa! What the? What? The girls too? Jeez, what is going on?
I love you.
Oh
Chill.
my
Thank you,
gosh.
my fans.
Girls, chill.
Thank you.
What?
My fans.
The kids, not the kids. Oh my god. Okay.
You get them all.
Hi,
Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. I'm fixing my filter for you.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Is it gonna look just like me?
Heavily filtered, dear.
That is some high tech. Woo! How many computers?
5 coffee filters will do you.
Hello, lovely lady. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine. How are you? I'm nervous as hell.
For what?
I don't know. Because I'm in front of a camera.
Yeah.
And YouTube is forever. And there's assholes out here. And
we'll just look at it as you got to me before I got ultra famous, okay?
Okay. I'm just talking to Matthew.
That's it. Who? You'll
Didn't
know
you like
soon,
my filter,
everyone.
though?
You'll know soon, everyone. Yes, that was. Seems like it's quite inexpensive.
Too, you know, you can put her in the purse. Bye. Just like that. In your wallet.
Hey, don't get rid of that. That's a keepsake.
It's a memorabilia.
Yes.
I wore a tin foiled hat one time.
How you
yellow outfit once. I mean, I'm all about it.
Well, that's how you introduce yourself when you hit my panel. That's awesome.
I thought, hey, I gotta come up with some kind of filter, make them laugh anyway.
How was your?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Get some. I'm sure. Yeah, you're getting plenty of love from the chat.
I like them all. Everybody who's here.
Oh my god.
What did she say?
Alta needs to be timed out or something.
She's so damn funny. I love her. Did they laugh? Did they like my filter? Because I didn't cut no eyes out of it because I didn't want to, destroy it.
Absolutely. Hold on. I'm cracking. I'm glad you said that because since I have a mod up here, I want to maybe throw a few more mods down there. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Checking. How's your day?
It was cool. I got to talk to you and got in your Discord.
What? No, you didn't. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Let me see what else. Other than that, I just did the same old whatever. I went over to I was talking to you just the last time I was over at a live of somebody I know that does true crime, and something happened last night from the bullying going on, and I'm just really, really upset by it. Somebody tried to unlife themselves, and they're in the hospital because of the bullying going on. So it happens.
I don't.
Bad.
I don't know too much about that.
We don't do that here, but there are people that do that, and not good. So.
Oh, geez. Wow.
Sad to hear.
Geez. That'll ruin everything. Hold on, I saw something. Wait a minute. Where was that? Somebody made a comment.
It was.
Is that hey gorgeous and also checking? So I'm gorgeous? Is that what?
He doesn't he look good? I feel like special because he put on the.
I know. I was supposed to
everything.
I was supposed to get these braided, but I stopped here and I was like,
that's okay. I like it.
It's
I
like a
like it,
puppy
but you know,
dog.
the suit, the tie, the jacket. He's really our
I was
city
gonna.
hall now.
I was.
Uh,
Oh my god! Good one.
well,
I,
that's from my time. You know what I'm saying?
what do you mean? I mean, yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, yeah. You're. I'm sure
Who?
we're
I
really.
mean, who is Arsenio Hall? I've never. You know, it's fucked
That's
up.
what you say. Yeah. Who's
I
our city
even, I
hall?
even did that at the beginning of the cheering. Fuck. Damn it.
You know, we could say. Let me see. Do you remember that show Colors with the Wayne brothers?
In living color?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
God, I loved that show.
Yes, that was an excellent
Love
show.
that show.
That was that show alone, I think, broke quite a few stereotypes and
Yeah. I
created
used
a few new ones.
I used to love that chick that would make up the songs, sing these songs,
Oh,
the crackhead song.
yes.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
great. I used to watch it just for that. I just loved
Yeah,
it.
that was a good.
They just
That
don't
was
make
when
TV used
what was
to.
that Jim Carrey was like brand new then. I don't think I've ever even heard of Jim Carrey when he was on that show.
Yeah. No,
He
I
was
don't.
just that weird guy. He was the
Yeah,
token,
he was
unfortunately. He
the
was
token. He was the
the
token. Gotta
Hey,
have
what's a normal day for Miss
for me.
Checking? Yeah.
Well, I take care of my mom, so um, yeah, I've
Ah.
been taking care of her since my dad passed.
Ah.
7 years ago. So I've been taking care of mom for 7 years.
Oh.
She's 81 and I do everything she needs to do. So
All right, Mom. Woo!
Ma's doing good. And
Yeah.
my
All
kids are
right.
grown, so I don't have to raise kids. My grandchildren have lives there because they're grown up too, they're growing fast. So I'm just getting old, fat, and lazy.
Cut it out.
But I
Cut it
mean,
out. Come on.
I've had an adventurous life, so maybe it's
Hmm.
time to relax.
Now, why would you say something like
I'm
that?
trying to ease
So,
in on this.
I mean,
Slightly go in.
I mean,
Let
so,
me see.
well, what were your parents like growing up?
I grew up in it's kind of strange because I left home at like 15 because I just couldn't take it here. I
Oh
was kind
my.
of I was abused by my stepfather. And so I left at 15, you know, out on my own. Then I got married.
What age?
um, well, the first time I got married when I was 18.
Ooh.
It was my high school sweetie,
Sure.
and I was really
Whatever.
young.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work out. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
he was a little abusive, so kind of
Oh,
got on
geez.
that. Yeah.
Good. Good. Thank
And
you.
yeah, so and then let me see. Then I was single for a little while. Then I met my husband who was fresh out of the Navy. My brother
Number
brought
two.
him home
This is number
to
two.
number two. The love
Okay.
of my life, actually.
Absolutely.
The one that made I just said, nope, no more. After this guy, I just said, well, no, I was in a relationship after that, but no marriage, no, none of that. But anyway, yeah, then I met him. Yeah, I had babies and we moved around and he was from New Jersey and I'm from Minnesota, kind of like Laura Ingalls. Don't know
Mm,
diddly squat about the world, you know. But I learned quick, or real quick.
yeah.
So yeah, um, I was married for 7 years, but the man I was married to was a completely different person that he was in our home.
And you mean that
He
as
lived a double life. Okay, let me get a drink on this one.
ooh,
Cheers.
yeah.
Not
Take
being
your time.
sponsored, right?
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. I was gonna take a drink too, but I don't have my soda near me, so
Oh well. Anyway,
I'll take
so
a.
he was involved with some very illegal activity in New York and New Jersey, and I guess y'all can just kind of figure it out from that
Who?
point.
Wait, is this? You said your husband or your
My husband,
father? Your husband. Okay.
husband,
He was
in
involved in
there.
some illegal
He
things.
was hooked up, he had family, but it wasn't his family that he married. It wasn't
Oh.
that family. It was another kind of family.
Oh.
So
Oh, you mean like a club?
yeah, kind of like a family, familia, you know?
Oh, you mean like a day camp?
Yeah,
He was in the
day, night,
no.
your whole life. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hmm.
Very, very
He
illegal activities.
he
So I
was
don't,
a he was a ninja?
he was a gun runner, uh,
Oh,
a bone collector.
he worked for the mob?
Yeah. So,
Let me get another avatar to change and hide real quick.
yeah. But
Let's see
I didn't
here.
know it, you know. I mean, we moved around a lot. I guess I should have known something because let's just say this. He treated me and my children the best father, the best husband, brought home the food and the, you know what I mean? And I can't.
They won't know it's me.
Okay, yeah, that's what I need. No, so you know, I mean, he was really, I would have never known. I'd never known except for one day when we just moved back from, I mean, I must have moved to New Jersey and Minnesota from back and forth and from New York to New Jersey to Pennsylvania. I mean, I can't even count him how many times. It was way too much. But I just
So,
figured, you know, it's an adventurous life. We're trying new things. A job is taking him here, a job is taking him there.
okay. Each time it's a job. That was going to ask. Each time
Yeah,
it was a job that did it. And
yeah, a
did
better
you
job.
ever did you ever at one point go, you know what? I can't. I don't want to. Or were you always like,
No, I was, yeah, I'm for it. I mean, he took care of us. You know what I mean? It was, he was a good husband. He never abused me mentally or physically. He was great with the kids. He always told me what was going on. Well, at least I thought, you know, but I was so
mm,
trusting. And so I believed everything he said. I mean, you know what I mean? There's no reason to look in his phone or doubt what he's saying or doing. You know what I mean? I just felt very secure in our relationship. So I never questioned it. And now it makes me that kind of person to kind of question things. And I don't like that because
mm.
I like to take people for face value, what they say they are. You know,
When
you
did you find
figure,
out?
7 years being married. He
Or
brought
how? Sorry.
out,
That's what I
well, he
meant.
brought us back from New Jersey. And just before we left New Jersey, he got in a fight with his family, which was very never, you know what I mean? Never happened.
Right.
He started treating me really bad, and that never happened. So I was like, what's going on? You know, okay, I want to go back home, you know. I mean, I want to go back home. My mom and my family's here. I'm secure, you know. So
Stop, Daphne.
you know what? I don't know. Okay, let's just put it this way. I don't really know. And I
Stop.
never asked questions. I was dumb. But he brought us home and he said we were unpacking still and everything. We were there maybe, I don't know, 4 days in our new place. And he said, okay, I'm gonna go get cigarettes and coffee or something like that, and I'll be back. And he never came back.
Wow.
It I don't
Whoa.
want to cry. Um,
Well, turn your
so I'm not
camera
going
on.
to be on camera. But 6 months later, I
Mm.
found out, and I found out through a letter. He
Oh,
wrote me from Rikers Island. So
Rikers. Oh my.
yeah. So me being in
Yeah, that's
Minnesota,
maximum. Yeah,
him and Rikers, I flew one time to see him, and
that messed you up. That did it.
that place is they've been trying to
So,
close it for
so,
years.
so you said you saw him one time.
One time before he got sentenced to 15 years in Leavenworth.
Mm.
So for illegal gun trades, and I don't know if he was convicted of the murder that they were
Oh
talking about.
my.
But yeah,
Oh, let me
I
go back
don't
to
know
that.
that. You know, it was really hard. You know,
Go back to that. Whoa, we're talking what now?
the
I'm
kids were
like
3
Humpty
years
Hump.
old
Jesus
at
Christ.
13 months. So the baby never knew her daddy until she was 13 years old. You know, when he got
Oh my
out. So
gosh.
yeah,
Jesus.
but he's passed away now. Still,
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, was out of prison for 5 years and then
He he,
passed
he
away.
got he got his life back a little bit. I mean,
He got to see his kids,
yeah.
and that's something that's another thing. I
Do
never spoke badly of him, never told them kids what he did. I never, no, you want to write to your kids? Yep. You want me to fly the kids down there? In fact, I did fly him down there. He stayed with his brother the year he was getting out so they could reunite. I'm
mhm,
all for that because just whatever he did, he never did that to the kids. He was good to them kids. He
yeah,
was, you know what I mean? Even though it was a lie, I mean, I hated him, but I loved him still. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I
What?
stayed with him when he was in prison for another.
Oh my God! I used to love Eugene Levy.
Oh
Oh my
yeah,
God, that is funny. I do. Yeah. With the. Oh my God, it's scary. I'm never doing that again. Yes, I will. I totally will. But so, would you mind me asking on what your relationship was with him when he got out?
very like a stranger. I was gone 15 years, so I
Yeah.
didn't really know him. But when he came back, I said, well, if your daughters want to go live with you, they're more than welcome. I'll help you get a place, and I did. I helped him
Oh,
get.
you didn't just bring him on back. Hey, come on back.
No,
You're part of my
no,
life.
I just
And
no, I was divorced from him for 5 years, I think, or 4 years. No, 5 or 6 years already, and I was already in a relationship. So
mm, mm. That's a long time though to be waiting.
yeah, I
I
was a hot
mean,
kid.
let's keep it real now. I mean,
You know, I used to be back in the day. I used to be something. I got
what you
believe me,
mean back in the day? Like you still not? Cut it
I'm
out.
61 years old. What the hell?
What? Cut
Nobody
it out.
wants.
You
Yeah,
you know
nobody
what?
wants
I
to
didn't
grow
I
up.
didn't know you were a liar. So, jeez, cut it out. You are far from 61. Just
Born in 1962, Bubba.
jeepers. Okay.
But yeah, that's my life story in about 5 minutes. Ain't that great? So
I mean, that was just a quick swipe through. I
yeah, that was a quick
mean,
swipe.
there's a. Let's talk more about. It's easy for someone to hear your story and say, "How did you not know?"
Um, because he went to work every day, and I seen a
Mhm.
paycheck every day. He used to take the oldest to work with him sometimes, so he must have been working a legitimate job. I don't think he was bringing the kid around any of that. He was not like that. You know what I mean? Never was he like mysterious about things or hide things. I mean, for a
Yeah.
long time he was like,
Well, I mean,
yeah, but I mean, this view, looking at your husband, you know what I mean? He was
right.
everything, there was nothing questionable, nothing strange, you know. It wasn't like he got up in the middle of the night and took off and didn't tell me that,
So,
it was,
like how you're talking right now, are you talking as if, while you were still in the relationship on how you didn't
no,
see
I'm
anything?
talking what I'm looking at it from
Right. So, is
now.
there anything you've
Yeah,
realized?
yeah.
Like what?
The moving, the moving
Yeah.
and the jobs where he was an executive limo driver. And we had the limo in our yard and shit. So it was, I knew it was legit.
Oh,
But
okay. So why
he would leave
though?
for like a couple nights on a weekend. He would drive him to Florida. And
Mm.
I was always wondering, why do you got to drive him to Florida? This guy's rich as hell. Why can't he take a fucking airplane? You know what I mean?
Do you?
So,
So do you think foul play was involved each time you moved?
yeah, because we moved like I should have known. I mean, like right away. It's like, hey, we're gonna move next month. I mean, and he hired movers, so I never knew. He says, "Oh, the movers are coming tomorrow to pick up the house," and I'm like, "What? Yeah, we're moving." Okay. I mean,
Mm-mm.
but I didn't question
Mm-mm.
him again
I'm
because he
going in
was
disguise mode. Yep, they don't
um
even know who me.
like that.
Anybody seen Matthew? Nope, not me. Yeah, let me just go back to. There's no way they're going to see me now.
Yeah, definitely,
I'm getting
definitely
away.
crack asses, hugs.
That's just mind boggling though.
it,
Like,
it did make me like get a street education immediately. I mean, immediately. I
explain
was
that.
like, damn, this bitch got to go to work. I got two kids, I mean, I got to get a job. And Yeah, so what field do I choose to get into? All male construction field. So I build houses, I lay cement, I do lawn work, I
Wow.
can operate a backhoe and fucking bobcat like yesterday. You know what I mean? I mean, I just had to take where it was paying. You know what I'm saying? Where it paid. And I
Right.
was built like a brick shit house anyway, so might as well keep them muscles. Now I'm big and blah, 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 but
How tall are you?
5'8", but I'm like 50 pounds heavier than I've ever been in my life. So that's what it is, you know.
Shout out to Bubblegum. I totally was gonna wear my hair like yours, but
Bubble
it's coming.
gum.
It's coming.
I
What?
loved the chat. I got to tell you, now that I'm up here, I'm going to tell everybody in the chat, you're really good people. I think you're funny as hell. You make me smile.
Except
And
Daphne.
Daphne, today in the chat we were in, I'm not going to say nothing, but I didn't like what was going on. And if you seen me, I stuck up for you because that's who I am. So,
Hell
you
yeah.
know,
As a matter of fact, if I ever see nobody not sticking up for Daphne, I'm coming at
yes,
you.
correct. And he did lay that pipe. Believe you that.
Promise. Everybody better have
And I'm really old
Daphne.
fashioned, so I believed in marriage and your family and shit like that.
Yeah. Wow. It's just
But then I became cool.
wow. So, may I ask, did he have a separate family?
No, I did find out about a couple girlfriends, yeah.
But
But
just
that
yeah,
was
you're
after he had
talking.
left. Huh?
We're talking like family, like kids
Nope.
and.
Nope. No other kids. No other kids. He wasn't married. Nothing like that. Nope.
Okay.
See, I couldn't even hate him, but I did hate him. You know what I mean? Because I felt like what I had was like too good to be true. Let's put it that way. Okay. White house with the white picket fence and the, two kids and the man that went to work. And it was perfect. It really was. We never fought. We had great sex. We had great relationship. But
Hey.
it wasn't nothing that it was in what I seen wasn't real. So I get when people say, oh, they've lied to me, like what happened to the jerks and what happens like that. We've seen it a few times. I can totally relate to that. You have no idea. I know just exactly how that feels. That person is not there. They're not at all what they led you to believe, the dream you
Mm,
lived. It was just bullshit.
yeah.
Bullshit. Because I don't understand how anybody can go out and do the things he did and come home and be the way he was to his family. You got to be some sick motherfucker in your head to do that shit. I'm serious. So it kind of makes me think I might have been, I mean, even though he didn't treat me bad, how do I know what it could have been later on down the line? You know what I mean? I don't know, but it's scary to think of.
Mm, that sucks.
Oh, well, just made
Sorry.
me shoot for truth more than anything, honest to God.
So going through all that, where did that lead you
What do you
as
tell me
far
he did
as?
for work? Mm. I'm sorry, I was reading the chat.
Oh, feel
There was
free
a
to.
question.
Where are we? There's
He
a
told
bunch of
me
them. I'm trying to ignore these turkeys, but whatever.
every time he told me what his job was, it was either trucking. He was either a trucker or a limo driver or a construction worker or a woodworker. And I've seen paychecks for these companies. So, you know, and
Wow.
when he was a truck driver, it was easy for him to go out of town, right? So
So was he like part time or what? Like
no,
part
he was
time?
a full
No, no, no.
hustle.
Part time mob is what I mean.
Well, I guess I don't know what he was there, you know what I mean? I have no idea. I just know what he did, and where he went. And I only knew that through some court papers, and that was hard enough because everything was redacted that got sent to me. Everything redacted. It was the biggest bunch of papers with nothing but black lines through them. I
Wow.
mean, I couldn't read anything because it was an ongoing thing. And I didn't want to hear it from him because I didn't believe him. Do you know what I mean? When he
Right.
talked to
Right.
me, it was like,
Yeah.
you're a liar.
Right. Right. Did this affect you financially as far as
Oh yeah, that's why I had to get a job.
owing court and all that stuff? No. No.
No, no, no,
Right.
no,
That's what I meant. Right. Right. Right.
no,
Okay.
mm-mm,
Hmm.
no.
Wow.
It was not. It was not anything I ever thought. Okay, and I still to this day, and it's been 25, 23 years, and I longer than that probably 30 years, and I
Sorry.
still feel that pain as when I found out that he was a complete lie, that our marriage was a complete lie, even though it was legal and what I was living was real. He wasn't real. He was like, he's nobody I would have wanted to have kids with, a murderer or whatever he was, gun runner. I mean, there's illegal and then there's illegal. Okay. So
Yeah.
there's, 15 years in Leavenworth. No, can't be married to a prison cell.
Wow. How did your kids take all of this?
They grew up fine. We were just talking about that the other day. And my oldest goes, you know what, Mom? I never asked about Dad. I never asked. And sister was too young, so she never asked either. And I go, well, that just goes to show you I was a good mama and a daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
She said, no, really, Mom, it does. I never felt that I was missing anything. I thought that was a pretty good compliment, actually,
Yeah.
So.
Can you do that deep voice again? That was crazy.
Sure. Would you like me to say?
Holy shit.
Hi, my name is Matthew. That was really great when I was, single, raising my kids. And I go, hello, don't you fucking call my wife no more, motherfucker. Bye.
Oh my God. That is good.
Yeah, I could be a whole different person.
Oh God. My balls shriveled up.
No.
Just hearing you do that, my balls shriveled up. And
My kids go, Mama, do that thing. I go, what? They go, the mama and daddy thing. I go, okay, I'm your mama and your daddy.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah. I could go rob a bank. Give me your money in a man's home. And then I could get out and go, excuse me, what are you talking about?
Right. Get your hands off of me.
What are you doing? Profiling me because I look like a man, but I'm a good woman.
Mm-hmm. You sure that ain't part of the training he taught you? You sure?
Mm-hmm. I bet he wished he could have that voice.
It's just God. Amazing. Like,
have you
been interviewed by the news or?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay.
No. And when I got in my bike accident, I got a nice package delivered to my house, and that nice package went right back to them people.
What do you mean?
I don't want no your money. Bye.
Wow.
No, I want nothing to do with you.
Well, if that ever happens again, don't ship it back.
Oh, you don't want to know what they might want to do to a person in Wisconsin, what you can do for them. You might owe them.
What are you talking about?
I'll ship it to you.
I don't live in Wisconsin. What do you want? What do you?
How do you know I don't live there?
What? I don't live in Wisconsin.
That's right. You moved now. You're in the news nation there.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just going to keep my face in.
Iceman.
That's crazy. Wow. Oh, my gosh.
What the fuck is Kim doing in your chat?
What?
What the fuck's Kim doing in your chat?
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Clip it, bitch. Clip it, bitch.
Look, my mouth was closed. I didn't say that.
Hi, that's Matthew.
God.
Thanks, Kim, for the Sturgis. I miss going to that. I used to.
Oh my Lord. Oh my God. That's so creepy. Oh, that's a little scary. A little bit.
Did somebody call for a big tuna Tina K or Karen?
So
James, my God.
So tell me, checking, what's your assessment of the people in this sector? Let's go with the
Yeah,
people in this chat.
I love every one of them.
Yeah.
The ones I know, and I'm sure
What
the ones that are in here
what
are good people too.
what about Jackie Jude though?
I don't know Jackie. I just hear she's
Ah, that's why
nasty.
you said that. Yeah, nasty is a mother, not in a good way either. Not in
I'm
a
sorry.
good, like nasty. Where you be like,
She says some pretty
like
off
like
the wall shit in the
like you
phone.
smell a fart when she says something. You be like, why would she say that?
You wouldn't call Karen. Thanks, cracking asses. You farted too, I suppose.
Yeah, you make the I smell a fart when Jackie Jude starts talking. It's really odd.
Okay, I'm going off camera because I'm going to smoke, and I don't want to make your non
Woo! You can
non.
smoke. No, you ain't
I'm
gotta
okay
go off
with it. I'll
camera.
light off.
This is your live. Remember,
Yeah.
I'm about to drop down pretty soon, and you're just gonna take over.
Go ahead, ask me anything you want.
Who do you dislike on YouTube that you have contact with, or as in maybe not contact, but they're close by?
Well, I hate every tragedy pimp ever there was because I am a real crime creator, which means that I stick to facts and faces, and the other ones that make up bullshit, point fingers, take away people's civil rights by making them guilty before innocent, before being proven. Them kind of people can't stand them. Can't stand the people that live on something for 27 years,
mm,
recycle the same shit with new people, but it's the same people. If you go back and look at it, it's the same damn ones. Them are the ones that just really can't take.
oh, microphone's
And the
low.
guessing is all on you.
Microphone's low there. Well, so are you saying it's just the same people but different names, or the same type of
Same
person?
circle of people. They're friends and frenemies and frenemies and friends.
Dumbass.
Fucking screwed up. I mean,
Mm,
how can you talk crap about somebody so bad and then say that you all made it up? Let me tell you, I learned my lesson with my husband, okay? That once you are lied to about things like that, you really think that person is not going to do it again? Like I
yeah.
said, it's a pattern, and patterns are on tigers and leopards, and
Ouch.
you know,
Ooh.
they're always
Mm.
the same. They might just move.
Ooh.
That's just how I feel, you know?
Damn. Yowts. So was it hard for you to trust anyone or just
No,
guys?
that's something, you know what? That's something I'm pretty proud of myself with. I've been through a whole lot in my life, like a lot of abuse, but I have a core person that I have wanted to always be, and I try to stick with that. I'm not saying I'm perfect by far, okay,
Mhm.
but I try to be kind, and I try to take people for what they say. Okay. I usually can smell bullshit, because I watch and I let people's history talk for them. I don't, if you're a pattern person, it shows. You know what I mean? If you're, watch how they talk to their friends, so called friends, right? Because you are their so called friend, and it's just a matter of time. You just don't know when. You're watching it happen to somebody else, but you don't know when you're in line because they just do it like that. I mean,
I think
so
it's
yeah, but I
pretty
take everybody for what they say.
well, it's pretty interesting because I've only seen it happen on YouTube to where,
Right.
for example, checking, you can cuss me out and call me every terrible name, and within a week we're friends again. Like
Yeah,
what?
that's another one.
What? Because how I was raised, maybe sort of to do stuff like that. But how I feel is fuck you forever.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
forever fuck
Okay.
you.
When you're friends though, like you talk, on the phone or whatever, I mean, I've told my friends to fuck off, but I never downgrade them, make them feel, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going
Right,
to trash on them. I might not like some behavior they're doing at the moment,
right,
and I'll let them know that because that's what a friend does. Okay. And you don't let people disrespect you. There's a line that you have when you are considerate of somebody else's feelings, then it doesn't come in question. You know what I mean? I'm not going to treat you with disrespect, especially if you're not disrespecting me. You know what I mean? But step the line, bitch, and I will. You know what I mean? I'm all about it. I'll tell you, I'll put a mirror in my mouth and let you see yourself for who you truly are. Okay. But other than that, I'm kind as I can be.
Right.
I try to give everybody respect, and I get the same, so I don't have an issue.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Is there anybody who's had an issue with you that you just still don't know why?
Oh, Heidi.
You wanna elaborate on that or not really?
Oh, I don't know. She said something about. I said I don't know how she could talk like that, and it worries me when she talked. I was making a comment or something, and she goes, "Oh my God, checking. I used to think you were something, but now I don't know what happened to you, lady." Well, nothing happened to me. Nothing.
Wow. You stopped agreeing with her, or she stopped agreeing
I
with
don't
you, or
look. I don't have an issue with any of them over there. I stopped going to their channel because hate is so bad in that channel, so bad in the chat. And what you're talking about on the screen is not meeting the chat. And the chat's got their issues, and people got their issues, and they'll be bitching about that while there's bitching going on here. And I don't know who started what and how it all started, but I don't know. I would think that somebody just wants it to stop and say, fuck it. I'm not talking about this shit no more. Because see, it's
yeah?
all action reaction. Doesn't matter who starts it. It's who's the winner and stops it. Who's the smart one that stops it? Certified. Hey.
I know she might be calling the cops on this interview right here.
What happened?
You mentioned her name.
My computer went fucked up.
Uh-oh. We can still see and hear you.
Who's hacking me? No. I'm only kidding.
Wow.
Let's just put it this way. I don't have a beef with really anybody. There is only one person that my blood boils with, and you know who that is.
No, we don't.
I think glass house, unseen.
That's right.
And who the fuck she decides to call herself today? I don't like her. And I can't understand. She sticks her nose in everything that don't belong to her. She's telling everybody else a story. She accidentally records people. Let's get real. Okay. Don't like her. Don't got no use for her. I think she's a shit stirrer. I've seen her go around every community. She's the same way. The last straw was the thing she did to Lenny, and I'm sorry. If Lenny forgives her, more power. She's a better person than me. Okay, because I couldn't. Yeah. I just think
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nope. This is all Checking Convictions' fault.
Oh, I'm being messy.
No, yeah, that's her, not me. Not me. I'm being good. This is the new me, Miss Yo. See, look at wearing ties and stuff. I didn't.
Just like a little kid out of junior high school or something.
If I just push him backwards, it'll be slick back normal. Nah, never mind.
They look like yeah.
It's too late. Oh, well. Now they look even worse. But that's all right though, because it's not about me.
My hair and shit is a mess. Holy hell.
Oh
well. I don't care. I am what I am.
So what made you pick that name?
Checking Convictions?
Your YouTube name, yes.
Okay. I started out in the wrongfully convicted sector. So I'm very strong for getting people that have been put, in prison for something they didn't do. I want them out of there. Look, 1 minute of your being in that cell is something you don't deserve. And I fight really hard for it. So I've done a lot of research. I've been on one case for like 7 years. I could tell it to you backwards. I've been out at rallies for them and talking to the governor. And
are you able to talk about that?
Oh yeah, it's Brendan Dassey and Stephen Avery. I fight very hard for him. That's how my channel started, was for wrongful convictions. But Darlie Routier, Ronnie Reed. I can name so many.
Can you elaborate on the one that touched you the most?
Brendan Dassey out of Wisconsin. Yeah.
Oh, not Wisconsin. All right.
Yeah.
If you could.
Have you seen the Netflix thing, Making a Murderer?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's who I fight for. Brendan,
Yes.
who is a special needs kid who was coerced and who holds, a conviction of rape and mutilation, and the kid did nothing,
Wow.
nothing. Okay. And I've been through. It's not. Let's just put it this way. Everybody goes, "Oh, you're going off the documentary." No, I'm not. The documentary made me go, I'm looking in this window. Let me open it wide up. And I have read all the trial transcripts. I have looked at every police report. I have heard phone calls by the hundreds. I've talked to people. I've watched over and over in the interrogations. I've seen depositions. I've full blown head first in it for 7 years now. 6 years
Wow.
of total research. So it's a very sad case. 15-year-old kid gets, or 16-year-old kid gets convicted. He's 30 something now.
Wow.
Yeah. And Stephen Avery has been wrongly convicted twice. He's the only known person I know of anyway who's been convicted twice wrongly.
Jeez. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, like 36 years he spent in prison already for something he didn't do.
Wow.
So
I
be
can't
good
even.
in Wisconsin, because Wisconsin is corrupt. I know
Hell yeah.
Wisconsin law probably more than the police do. I did learn a lot. Learned a lot about DNA and
Like what?
investigations and like
Like what about DNA? What about it?
how it works.
Yeah.
Especially way back then, because they
Hmm.
didn't have good DNA, testers. But DNA is going to be the solver of probably every case from here on, because it's so advanced.
Could
But
you explain the difference in the testing and how it was and what it's now?
it's been a while since I've read a chart of DNA, but yes, I can tell what, markers or what loci goes with what, what micro can't even say it.
Mitochondria.
Yes, that's the DNA that matches your mother. It's different from.
I learned that from Ren and Stimpy. Actually, not
Oh,
even
well,
joking.
that's good for you.
Not
But I
even
learned
kidding.
it way back
Not even
when.
going. Not joking.
Um,
Seriously.
when this case was in 2006, they didn't have DNA like they do now, so there was very few things that they could do to test for it, and that was one of them, because it was bones they were testing, so burnt bones. So, you know, I learned a lot about appeals court and what they're talking about. I learned the word of law, okay, and there is a way a lawyer talks. That's the law language. So when they write that stuff and you're going, man, why do they have to put that in there? That's the way it's printed. That's the way the courts look at it. You have to speak word of law. I don't know how to explain it, actually. Wish I could.
Amanda, cut it out. Sorry about that. They're misbehaving.
I wish I couldn't. And I don't think she's shocked by that at all. So yeah, I was too, until I read everything there was to read.
Mhm.
And if anybody's interested, there's a website got every single thing you can think of, which, for the last 6 years, we've been building and getting research. And FOIAs, believe me, I know a lot about them and what they're used for. And they're not used for the way they're used on here.
So please enlighten us on how they're supposed to be used, if you don't
Well,
mind.
when you're researching a case, it's the way to find, truth. You FOIA in the transcripts, the documents, the
Mm.
police reports, the phone calls, the
Mhm.
pictures, the, investigating sheets, police
Right,
notes, emails, everything, you know. So,
right, right. So,
okay,
how's it
I'll
being
try to pull
used?
details. Hang on a minute.
How's it? No, 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 no. Shut up. Stop.
Can't do it.
So, I was
Yeah.
trying to get away with that,
Like this.
with nobody seeing.
Here we go. Oh,
Never mind. I quit. Never mind.
yeah, I'm not chat. Oh,
You're horrible. I just want to say that you're the worst.
I
I
bet.
feel like I'm wearing a school uniform. Damn it! Come on, you guys. Jeez.
And you're the bad boy and I'm the teacher. So where's the ruler? Let me pull your hair. You're supposed to go.
I know one of my is. Oh, it's that one. Don't matter. It's not about me. Come on.
It's all
Jesus.
backwards here. Unless I put mirrored.
I know. I always.
Oh, I'm an artist. See my work. Yeah.
Why are you ruining this interview, R.I.P?
I
I was getting ready to ask you that. I was gonna wait, but
I'll shut up.
Hey, do you do artwork?
Oh, what makes you think that?
Because there was some lovely artwork behind you. If you could explain, who'd you buy that from?
I bought the paint and did it myself.
Bam! Can we get a close up? Can you grab
I have a lot of them. I don't know if I can show you.
Can you grab your favorite piece?
Well, that's hard. But I think I like this one the best.
Pause.
So I don't know if it'll show because of the lighting.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. Let me solo
That's
you
like
out here.
kind of one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh! Look at what? Check that out. That is cool. How long did that take you?
About 5 minutes.
Okay. Lie this time. Okay, when I ask you again.
Okay, it took me days.
Okay. Hey, how long did that make? How long did?
About a month.
Oh my God! Beautiful. Absolutely. So the one next to it. Can we see that one?
Want to see that one too?
Absolutely. Don't try to just go right by that one. Look at that. Okay, that had to have taken at least 6 minutes.
Well, that was probably. This actually probably took about an hour.
Jeez. Wow.
Oh no, I'm hanging about crooked. Oh well.
So are you all about the canvas or are you?
Actually, I just like pouring it and watching what it does because that's what it is. It's just mixing paint and pouring it together. And
there is a painting to your right. What's that? I was hoping that was going to be your right because it's reversed and I couldn't tell. Whoa! Look at that. Okay.
That's using tools.
Okay, whatever, however long it took you, just add time to that. Okay. Hey, so how long did that take you?
This one took a long time actually because it's layered.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. Oh well, it's crooked. Oh well.
Okay.
Anyway, so we got crooked pictures now. Everybody can clip that.
That's part of the arts. It's not supposed to be straight.
I do a lot of different crafts. I actually paint like Bob Ross style too, but I don't have any. These are my other ones.
Love some. I have
a channel
detention
that I do painting on. So
I got detention in school because I argued with my art teacher, and she thought he was just garbage. And I'm going, lady, you're in a high school teaching art class, and he's Bob Ross. What?
Yeah.
And argued with her and got detention. Yeah, the teacher never liked me the rest of the year. All because of Bob Ross. Come on,
Bob Ross has a really sad story,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
His son can't even use his name.
Yeah. His name is being used by tons of people.
And his son gets nothing and can't even use it.
That's crazy.
Sad. It's a sad story.
I see him on I forgot the name of the show already. Jeez. Boondocks. They got somebody using his impression and that. There's quite a few things where they use his impression.
Somebody runs him on YouTube like 24/7 for a really long time. Yeah.
Wait, so I can't get hit if I do some Bob Ross stuff?
Yeah, she's very stickler on that Bob Ross stuff.
Okay.
Channel that does it. You know what I mean?
I was going to say,
I won't even let his son do it. His son can't use his own last name. How bad is that?
Everybody's OCD's kicking in now. Oh God, everybody's OCD's kicking in.
And I fix those pictures.
Oh God!
Watch, guys. Watch.
Oh
this.
no!
I'll fix this.
Okay.
Just watch.
Watch this. But don't you do it. Don't you turn that off. Don't you do it. Don't you turn it off.
There we go. How's that?
I'm keeping it like this for a little while. I think it's hilarious how you have the different eyes in different positions for so many different pictures, and
Yeah, and my mouth going, oh,
yeah.
I laugh at myself. What the hell?
What made you come up with that that doll or whatever that is? Like
That's
where
me. That's a Snapchat thing.
oh, is that?
Yes.
Well, I know it's supposed to
It's one of
impersonate you,
those
but
filters that you use and you pay a lot of
what?
money.
I don't use what? There's no
It's a cartoon
filters.
filter.
I don't
Look,
even
I
use
switched
filters.
up and used this one instead. Look at I'm melting away in myself.
All right, whoa. Don't be trying to steal the show now. Hold on. Jesus.
Okay,
People are having
watch.
people are having
We'll
too much
tame it
fun.
down. We'll tame it down. Very well. Here, I'll go to.
Wait, no, stay there, stay. Dang it, I was gonna go brick wall too.
Okay, we can do brick wall.
Let's go brick wall. All right, we're at the the courtyard basketball.
They'll see.
Whoa, special brick wall.
And here's my other one.
Wow, damn, show off.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Here we go.
Well, don't you say it. Don't you say it. You better be quiet.
How about this one?
Oh, pretty. Did you do
Wanna go to
that?
the beach?
I do. I'm there. Damn, that beach is full of seagulls.
Here, we're in heaven.
Oh.
I took you to heaven.